Here in this part, we will discuss about how to find out the square. So for that we are going to follow the identity, and the best identity we can follow for that, you can go for the plus whole square or minus whole square. Like suppose one number has been given, let it be we have taken here, let's take 24. You have asked for the square of 24. So I can write it like 20 plus 4, its whole square. Yes or no? Yes. So what you will get here, it means 20 plus 4 into 20 plus 4. That means 20 into 20 plus 4 plus 4 into 20 plus 4. We can write it like that. Yes. So here we are getting 400 plus 80 plus 80 plus 16. So when you will add all these numbers, what you will get here? Let it be 6. Then it is 16 plus 1, 17. Carry is 1. Yes. So your answer will be 576. Now, if I am going for the minus method, that means here I have taken plus. So in case of that, what it will be? Okay, let it be. If we are considering this one is 30 minus 6, we can go for that. That is also means 24 means we can write it 30 minus 6. Whenever you are feeling that one comfortable, you can go for this one if I am thinking about the minus. So what it will be? It means here we can write 30 minus 6 into 30 minus 6. So again I am going to follow the same method, 30 into 30 minus 6 minus 6 into 30 minus 6. What we are getting? 900 minus 180 minus 180 plus 36. So it means 936 minus 360. Let's subtract these two. What you are getting? It is 0. Then here it is 7. Then here it is 4 means you are getting 5. So are you getting the same answer or not? Let's verify. Yes. So whichever method, by plus whole square or by minus whole square, whatever you are following, you will get the same answer. Now let's come to the another part of this topic where we are going to discuss about the triplets. You can recall these triplets. It is related to that Pythagoras theory. It is also called the Pythagorean triplet. Here it is actually the relation between the three sides of an right angle triangle, that hypotenuse, height and base. Their relation, always they will maintain this relation. Okay, and for that a certain group of numbers always will be, that means you will get the repetition of these numbers in this group. Like the one group very often we use this one, that is 3, 4, 5. They are called Pythagorean triplet. Like that you will get another group which is 5, 12 and 13. Yes, another group you can go for, that is 8, 15 and 17. So here let's see how we can get it. Okay, so first group I am going to take one number of that and I will verify it is coming on that group or not. Okay, and you know for that the relation, let it be, if I am thinking about 5, 12 and 13. Yes, 5, 12 and 13. Out of these three numbers, think about that right angle triangle. What will happen? That largest one is the hypotenuse, if this is the right angle, and out of this one will be 12, another one will be 5. So based on that Pythagoras theory, we know hypotenuse square is equal to height square plus base square. Yes, that things you have learned in class 7. So now if I am telling these are the Pythagorean triplet, you can be agree, you cannot be agree also. So let's verify these things, how it is true or it is false. So let it be, I am considering here, for that definitely we will think about the positive numbers, positive natural numbers. So that all the numbers, whatever numbers we are going to take, it will be always greater than 1. We are going to consider any of the number which is greater than 1. So let it be here in this case, if all the numbers you can see all are positive natural numbers. So the ratio between them, their relation will be 2m, then m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. Yes. Now one of the numbers I am taking, let it be 12. I am taking that is equal to 12. So what will be the other two numbers? So if this one I am taking 12, what you will get, m equal to, you will get 6. Okay, very good. Then if it is 6 means you are getting 6 square minus 1. And another one will be 6 square plus 1. Yes, so you are getting a different relation. And if I am taking m square minus 1 equal to 6, let's take m square minus 1 equal to, plus 1 equal to 5. So m square you are getting what? 4. So m equal to 2 you are getting. So let's put these 2 here. What you will get for the other 2 case? One will be 2 means 4 you are getting, another one you are getting, it will be 2 square means 2 2s are 4 plus 1. Yes, it will be 4, that means you are getting this one equal to 3. But when you will get this group, let's come to this one. Suppose one number has given for the triplet, let it be that one of the number is equal to given 14. One number equal to 14. You have asked to find that other triplets of, that means other group, other numbers of this group, what it can be. So as it is given 14, so you have to consider from that given part, it's definitely not be equal with this m square minus 1 or m square plus 1. So I can go for 2m equal to 14. So m we are getting what? 7. Let's put this 7. So what are the now other numbers it will be? We can write it here. Other numbers we can write here. It will be what? One is m square minus 1 means, here it is 7 square minus 1 means 49 minus 1, that is equal to 48. Okay, so here first one I have got 48. Then next one will be m square plus 1, that means it will be 49 plus 1 means 50. So that group it will create, it will be for that number 14, it will be 14, 48 and 50. These are the 3 numbers you will get in this group. So suppose if 12 has given and for that you have asked what are the numbers it can be, when we are going to consider 12 for this case. So let it be, I am taking here 2m equal to 12. When the number equal to 12 has given, other numbers you have to find out. Other numbers, what it will be. So here m we are getting what? 6. So m square minus 1, definitely it will be 36 minus 1 means 35, and another one will be m square plus 1, that means 36 plus 1, that means you are getting 37. So that complete group will be 12, 35, 37. So these are the ways by which you can find out the triplet for any of the given number. But when you are going to find the other numbers, you have to observe that number. Like here in this case you can see, suppose 12 has given, where to put this 12? Is it's nearby you are getting any square number, then you can think about plus 1 or minus 1 for that. Otherwise go for 2m if it is, definitely if it is given an even number, then only. Okay, let's come to the next part where we are going to learn about how to find out the square root. Square root means, as we have discussed about the squares, that means we are multiplying these numbers twice, the same numbers. So square root means definitely if you are going to factorize them, so how only we are going to take from the group. Suppose one number has given, let's come to the example. So how can you do these steps? Finding the square roots. So let it be, suppose one number has given, let's take 144. I am giving you 144. You have to find out the square root of this one. That means you have asked to find out square root of 144. The very easy method, that is which we generally used to go for, that is factorization. So let's take this number, and now you observe here you can see it is an even number. So what you can do, you can go for the factorization by 2. So 2 7 are 72, again by 2 you are getting 36, again by 2 you are getting, here it is 18, here you can go for 2 again, it is 9, so here it is 3 into 3. Now arrange these numbers, what you are getting, so it means root over 144 equal to root over 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 4 times, then 3 into 3. So from that each group means it is coming what? 2 square into 2 square into 3 square. So from each group we can take out 1. Yes, so that the square root will be removed, or what we are getting here, it is coming here 12 as the answer. So that square root of 144 you will get, that is equal to root 12. Yes, and whenever you are writing it like that, it's not minus 12, it is only positive one. Okay, now let's come to some of the numbers where we can find out this maximum. You can go for the square root methods only, but suppose you want to go for, can you recall one method we have done? By the sum of the consecutive odd numbers we have find out the square. That reverse method, there only I have told you by subtracting. Yes, sure. Suppose you have taken, let it be one number you have taken, let's consider 25 only now. So from that also you can see, you have asked to find out the square root of 25. What it will be, how you can find out? Easily, you know, this is a square of 5, that means its square root will be 5. So by subtracting method, as I am telling, so what you will do, 25 minus 1, first odd number. Okay, so what you are getting here, 24. Now 24 minus 3, what you are getting, 21. Now 21 minus 5, what you are getting, 16. Now 16 minus 7, what you are getting, yes, that is equal to 9. Now 9 minus 9, because after 7 the next odd number is 9, so we are getting 0. How many steps we have followed here? 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps, 5 steps. So at the end of 5 steps we have got this one, that the square root of 25, that is equal to 5, we can write. If you are interested for this one, generally we don't follow this method, but you can go for this. Now suppose one big number has been given. These are the very easy numbers, we can do it very easily. Suppose any big number has been given. Let's consider one number, one 4-digit number. Okay, one more thing, let's tell you. Many times you can see, if any 3-digit number has been given, so we can think about, see, suppose here in this case only we have 144. Yes, we have find out the square root of this one. So one general assumption I am telling you, as it is a 3-digit number, so the square root will be of 2-digit. Yes, why? Because if I am grouping them, how many groups I am getting, it will be depend on that. So here, as it is a 3-digit number, so 2 groups I am getting, that's why its number answer will be of 2-digit. Suppose one 5-digit number has given, let it be, if I am taking one 5-digit number, let's take a big number and let's think about this one possible, what will be the possible number. So or a 6-digit number. Suppose if I have taken one 6-digit number, yes, 1 2 3 4 5 7-digit number. Okay, what will be the square root of this one? For that, how many digits can be on that? Here you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 numbers. So 1 group, 2 group, 3 group, and this is the another group. So definitely the square root of this number will have 4 digits, because how many groups you are getting? 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So it should have 4 digits. That means if I am separating these numbers by 2 digits, that means group of 2 digits. So how many group you are getting? The square root of that number will be that many digits. This is a general conception. You must go for this one, and it is approved also. You can go for that. Now here I was thinking about a big number, and we are going to factorize this one. Let it be one number is 2352. Yes, let's factorize this one. Here it is an even number. So as you have asked to find out the square root of this one, what it will be. So 2 1 jar, 2 1 jar, then 2 7 jar, then it is 2 6 jar. Again it is an even number. 2 5 jar, 2 8 jar, 2 8 jar. Again by 2 jar, 2 2 jar, 2 9 jar, 2 4 jar. Again by 2 jar, 2 1 jar, 2 4 jar, 2 7 jar. Okay, now it can be divisible by 7. You are getting 21. Here it is 7 3 jar. Okay, so at the end, what is happening you have noticed. Here 1, 3 is, I am getting here extra. Yes, here in this group, if I am grouping them, you can see that 3 is pairless. It does not have any partner. So in this case, the square root of that, what it will be, you can write 2 into 2 into 7, but root 3 will remain alone. So it will come under the square root. Suppose this kind of one number has given and you have asked that how you can make it as perfect square, by multiplying by which, the smallest digit by which you will going to multiply this one, or dividing this one, so that it will become a perfect square. So in this case, if you have asked to multiply, you can multiply this one by 3, or if you have asked to divide it by some numbers, so that we can divide this one also by 3. So if it will be removed or it will be multiplied with the same 3 digit, that 3, then it will become a perfect square. Till now it is not a perfect square. Okay, now come to the later part of this chapter.